Welcome. My name is Babette. So good to be back. Thanks for being here. Thanks for flowing in my Vinyasa practices with me. And thank you for your support, your thumbs up, your subscribing. It truly helps me with my channel here. Today we'll be moving all over, lots of different directions, great things for proprioception. I had a lot of fun with this one. Blocks can be handy, your mat, your space. Hand towel can become handy as well for some possible binding later on, all optional. And yeah, maybe have some water nearby. Please come to lie on your back. I'm just gonna adjust my volume here a little bit so you can hear myself a little bit better. As you come to lie on your back, you can draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Neck nice and long, slightly tucking your chin so you don't compress in the neck. Go for a deep inhale through the nose and sigh it out. As you start to circle your knees in one direction, just moving over your lower back, your sacrum, a little bit of a massage. Notice if you're holding your breath, as I can do that from time to time here. Keep a smooth, steady breath in and out through the nose. And then please circle the knees the other way around. As you do that, try to do that with your forearms, your wrists even, maybe biceps, but keep your shoulders, neck, and jaw relaxed. Beautiful. Let your feet come back down to the ground, hands beside you, planting the soles of your feet underneath your knees. On the inhale, press into the feet, the hips lift, arms reach up overhead until the back of the hands touch the ground overhead. Exhale, arms come back down and massage your spine back down to the ground. Rolling bridges, 2 more. Inhale, press into the feet, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, draw it back down to the ground. One more time. The hands are like the puppeteers of your hips as you draw them up. Exhale, draw the hands, the spine, and the hips back down to the ground. Keep going, but we're going to switch things up. Inhale, lift the hips, arms reach up, and extend your left leg long to the ceiling. Exhale, take the left foot down, massage the spine, and bring your arms back down. Keep going. Inhale, hips lift, arms lift, right leg reaches up. Exhale, right foot lowers, and so does your arms and your spine. Twice more, both sides at one time. Inhale, arms reach up, left leg reaches up. Exhale, take everything down simultaneously. Inhale, hips lift, arms lift, right leg reaches up. Now keep your seat up, arms overhead, figure 4, right ankle over your left thigh, keeping the figure 4 as you reach your arms up and massage your way back down to the ground. And now try to flex your right foot and draw your right knee further away from your face. And then keeping the figure 4 as you are, let both knees drop to your right. You can let your hands rest on the rib cage. Deep inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Now all you got to do is slide your right ankle off your left thigh and let that figure 4 stay. As you turn to your right, come onto your forearms facing the back of your mat. Your legs are still in that figure 4. What I like about this at-home practice is that we hopefully have plenty space, or at least enough space, to straighten through both your legs, kicking through the heels. It's kind of like a fallen triangle on the ground, or kind of like a revolved triangle on the ground. Keeping your legs as they are, walk your hands back and please face the front of the mat. The legs stay as they are. Take your right foot and step it over your left thigh. Right hand goes behind you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, go for your twist. Now it's still relatively early, so maybe not the elbow or tricep. You can just take the left arm across. Allow for a deep inhale. Exhale, perhaps a little bit further into your twist. Next inhale, turn to your left and just keep going to your left. Walk your hands away from you, coming onto your forearms. Come on to lie on the outside of your left leg. I just have my table here, so make sure that there is space. You can explore a bit of a cat-cow spine. then please, on the next inhale, walk your hands back. Face forward, plant the feet back onto the mat. Arms reach up, palms facing up in front. You can come onto tippy toes. You can find a 90-90 in the legs or go for full bow pose, Navasana. Try not to sink in the low back or in the chest. Keep finding that superhero on the heart. Exhale, touch the toes back down, and please massage your way back down onto the ground. Hands beside you. On the inhale, arms lift, hips lift, right leg reaches up. Exhale, right foot comes down, massage your spine, bring everything back down. Inhale, arms lift, hips lift, left leg reaches up. Exhale, take that left foot down and everything comes back down. One more time, both sides. Inhale, right leg reaches up as you lift the hips and arms. Exhale, take it back down. One more time, rolling bridge with the left leg reaching up, arms up overhead. Keep your hips up, figure four, left ankle, right thigh, and then carefully draw the arms and spine back down to the ground. Flexing the left foot, press the left knee away from you. As you are, let both knees drop to the left, hands can rest on the rib cage. Go for a deep inhale. Maybe a sigh. So letting that left ankle internally rotate that right leg a little bit. Just slide your left ankle off the right thigh. Keep the legs as they are. Turn to your left and come onto your forearms facing the back of the mat. Then take a bit of a cat-cow spine. You feel that little funky twist. And then kick through both your heels, lengthening through both your legs. Keep them long. Take another breath. As you walk your hands back and come up to sit facing the original front of the mat. Stepping that left foot over your right thigh. Take your left hand behind your seat. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, go for your twist. Again, that can be a bit of a pause, some lengthening before you go into the deepening. Go for one more breath. Inhale, turn open to your right and just keep going to your right. Walk your hands away from you. Come onto your forearms. Turn the pinky toe edge of your right foot down to the ground and perhaps face your left toes to the right as well. Again, a little bit of a cat-cow spine here. Soft, relaxed jaw. On the next inhale, please walk your hands back. Come up and have a seat. You can take your feet down on the ground, knees bent, arms reaching forward, palms up. Come onto the tippy toes. Maybe lift the feet 90-90 or go for a full boat pose. Keep pulling the heart forward and through, soft face. Keep your legs up, just bend the knees a little bit. As you roll your way back onto your back, plant the palms on the ground, extend the legs long to the ceiling. Then sweep the feet over the crown of the head, not to plow pose, but to this upside down Paschimottanasana forward fold. Crossing right ankle over the left leg is on top. Beautiful back body stretch. Exhale by pushing into the hands. Come up to sit cross-legged Sukhasana, easy seat. Right ankle in front of the left. Take your hands behind your seat. I like to come on tented fingers. Inhale, lifting the hips. Beautiful front of the hip stretch there. Exhale, lower your booty back down to the ground. You can use your right hand to flip your right shin leg behind you. Left hand stays behind, a right hand on the left knee for this Bharvajasana twist variation. Going a little bit into your right hip here. On the exhale, let the right hip drop back a bit. And inhale, lengthening through your spine, draw your right hip forward. Twice more. Exhale, let the right hip drop a bit. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, gently let it drop. And then inhale, bring it up. Face forward, swing your right leg forward. And exhale, roll onto your back. Sweep the legs overhead. Crossing left ankle over the right. And neck is nice and long. Take that right leg on top of the left. Using your palms, push them into the mat. On the exhale, a rock up to sit. Sukhasana, easy seat. Left ankle in front of the right. Taking your hands behind you. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, draw the hips back down. Using your left hand, you can flip your left chin around, behind. Right hand stays behind, left hand on the right knee. Again, going for a little bit of a pulse through the left hip joint. On the exhale, let the left hip dip a bit, sink it back. Inhale as you draw the hip forward, lengthen through the spine. Twice more. Exhale, let it dip. Inhale, coming back up. You can use your back hand behind you. One more time, let it dip. And then inhale, coming back up. Please swing your left leg forward and then rock all the way back onto your back. Legs are parallel this time. You can even wrap your arms around the calves to go for a bit of a deeper forward fold. Got two options for you here. In a moment, you can draw your shins underneath you and just step back to a down dog. Or you can jump back through chaturanga and then meet me in a down dog. Go for momentum if you want to. I'm going to rock forward. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just taking a moment to lengthen through your legs. The knee joints, lengthening through the arms, the gentle head bobble. Yes, no, maybe so. And then we'll just lower down to hands and knees. Child's pose, knees nice and wide, big toes to touch. Balasana, rest your forehead on the mat. We're going to go through our spinal waves a bit differently today. On the inhale, come up through a child's pose, cat spine, big dome, shoulders over the wrist. Exhale, a cow spine, reverse breath. Draw your sit bones to the heels. Twice more. Inhale, coming up through cat spine, big dome, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale through cow spine, drawing it back. One more time. Inhale, coming up. Exhale through that beautiful arc, draw it back to your child's pose. Next, inhale, all fours for realsies, drawing your knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes, draw that back to downward facing dog. Finding your Ujjayi breath. I'm just switching sides, you stay where you are. And please smooth out the breath and make it steady. Kind of like a continuous flow in and out through the nose. Some of it deep breaths. Doing our vinyasas a little differently today. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Ashtangasana, knees, chest and chin. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Inhale, slide it through to a low cobra. Use your back muscles, please. Exhale, all fours, retuck the toes, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, please come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lead with the heart. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. We tapped into this last week. It will be more of a theme today. On the inhale, coming forward to plank. Giving it a try, both forms at the same time or one after the other. Come down, hips go up. You're in dolphin pose, looking at your thumbs, and then look at your feet, using your hands, not your wrists. Push down, straighten through the arms, downward facing dog. Putting all of that together on the inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, dolphin, forearms down, hips up, look at the thumbs. Now, of course, you can drop your head and draw that back to down dog. Or looking forward, you'll want to use your leg muscles to slide forward into Chaturanga Dandasana, lifting the elbows, shoulders come forward, elbows back, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Allow for a nice long inhale through the nose and side out. On the next inhale, draw your big toes to touch at the back of the mat and float your right leg off the ground. Dog split, spreading through the toes. Exhale, cross-legged down dog. Step that right foot in front of your left, pinky toes touch. Inhale, left dog split. You're a little over to the left, that's all right. Exhale, step that left foot down in front of the right, cross-legged down dog. Inhale, right dog split. We're just going for a little walk here, a bit of a sway. Exhale, step that right foot down in front of the left. And one more time, inhale, left dog split. Exhale, step that foot down in front of the right. Inhale, float your right leg back, leg up to dog split. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Fully breathe out, cat spine. Inhale, swing your right leg back, dog split, full breath in. Exhale, right knee to nose, fully breathe out. Inhale, right dog split, fully breathe in. Exhale, right knee to your nose, please. And then slide the knee between your hands. Your shin is a 45 to the left. Turn to your left and have a seat. You can face your left toes up to the sky. You can draw your right heel in a little bit closer towards you. Take your left forearm on the left thigh. Be mindful of your quads. Or take the arm down on the inner left thigh, palm down or up, maybe on the block. Right arm reaches up for this gate pose variation. Both butt bones stay on the ground, please. Maybe kick through the left heel. Please roll your right shoulder back. If you find your chest turns down, you're missing the side waist opening. Of course, you can reach your right arm over your ear. Push into the left forearm. Go for one more breath. On the inhale, bring yourself upright. The right hand drops to your right. Left arm circles over your head as you come on the right shin for your stargazer variation. Exhale, lower the left hand underneath the shoulder, pop on the ball of your left foot, and then just slide your right knee a little bit further back, starting this tabletop variation. Go for a bit of a pulse, kicking through the left heel, lengthening through the calf and the hemis. Next, inhale, float your left leg off the ground as high as your hips and push into the top of your right foot. Turn your left toes to the left, go for a straight leg hydrant kick to the left. Inhale, draw the left leg back behind you. Come onto your right forearm. It will give you a greater external hip rotation. Same thing, left toes to the left, hydrant kick to the left. Inhale, draw that left leg back and straighten through the right arm. Bring the palm back down to the ground. Now one full 180. Go for the hydrant kick all the way over to the top edge of your mat. So you're gonna have to lift your left hand. Maybe slide the left heel a little bit further forward as you go for a lengthening through the spine, preparing for your exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Stay with your breath. Try not to lock out your left knee. Just draw the left toes fiercely towards you and keep drawing your left hip fiercely back. If you have sensitive knees, please stay here. Or maybe walk your hands back and drop your booty on the right heel. You might have to take a block underneath your left seat or sit on the inside of your right heel for half hero's pose. You can adjust. Left leg can stay long or step the foot down on the inside of the right knee. Then wherever you can hold on to the left leg, lean back, lengthen through your left leg for heron's pose. Try to maybe kick through the heel to get a little extra spice in the hamstrings. Try not to sink in the low back or collapse in the chest. Go for one more breath. Is a biggie. On the inhale, lower your left leg down. Hands come down, push the ground away, bend the left knee and frame your left foot with the hands. Tuck your right toes, drive through the heel, the knee floats. You're in a runner's lunge. I just want to make sure my mic is not getting muffled here. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your left foot for your cross-legged forward fold. Maybe pinky toes touch. Inhale, go for half lift. Maybe grab blocks. Exhale, folding over. Twice more. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana with cross legs. Lead with the crown of the head. Exhale, folding over. One more time. Inhale, back. Body engages, flat back. Exhale, fold over. Draw the navel in and up to the spine. Press to the tripod of your feet. Big toe mound, pinky toe mound, and the heel. As you inhale, come all the way up for cross-legged Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach back up. Press to the feet. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift. Stay on tented fingers, maybe blocks. As you turn all 10 toes to your right, line up your feet. And maybe you want to stay on tented fingers or fold over to your left. Whoops, quite the challenging balance. Press into your big toe mounts to keep you grounded and anchored. And to get a little bit more into the IT bend, especially on the right. On the inhale, go for a half lift. Turn to your right, just keep going to your right in the same spot that you are until you're facing the front of the mat again. However, this time your right foot is in front of your left. And I'm always surprised how half a circle can make me feel so dizzy. And go for a half lift. Exhale, step your left foot, back foot way back into a runner's lunge. Coming to tented fingers, fist blocks. Inhale, look forward, lengthen through the spine, drive through the left heel. Exhale, lengthen through your right leg. It doesn't have to strain, allow the head to drop. You can look forward and perhaps flex your right foot, draw the toes towards you. Keep drawing your right hip back. And it's like you want to touch your top of the foot with your chest. Next inhale, rebend the right knee so you can keep your thigh parallel to the ground as you come up into a high crescent lunge. Relax the right toes, fiercely drive through the left heel to activate those left hip flexors and quads. At least to get a nice lengthening there. Inhale, cactus the arms out. Reach them back up. Exhale, reaching forward in a 45-degree power lunge variation. This too is a lot of core, feet. Find the back muscles that run along your spine. Activate them. Energy in the arms. Next transition is feet and core. On the inhale, open up triangle pose. Left heel pivots in, lengthen through your right leg. And then I just want to make sure my camera was still going. Find a triangle pose. Oh, technology, right? So find your stacking first. Shoulder, shoulders, wrist, wrist. And then you can always lower that bottom hand a little further down to the ground. Draw that tailbone to your back heel. It will zip your thighs together, helping you stack. Again, more feet. Huge inhale. Push down. Exhale, Skandasana over your left leg. Back of the mat. Hands can come to heart. Or maybe kickstands underneath you. Do keep your left heel on the ground. I think I've said this in almost every Skandasana. Requires that Achilles lengthening to get into the hip opening. Look at your right foot. Take a deep inhale here. Pressing through the left heel. Inhale, boomerang twist over your right leg. Left hand comes down, all 10 toes to the right. Go for the hip dip. Find a breath, find a beat. And then feet, not ankles, please. Inhale, turn to your left for a wide forward fold. Exhale, release. Go for half lift. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Pressing into the feet, rolled all the way up to stand. Interlace your hands behind you, please. Pull your fist down, away from you. The expansion is across the collarbones, and you can still knit the ribs in. Exhale, find that flat back. Come halfway down. Inhale, get a little longer. And then exhale, wide forward fold. Allow gravity really to truly help you out here. It's like, why work so hard, right? Just let relaxation, if at all possible, take over, and then gravity will draw you down. All right, sorry about that siren. We're still living in New York City. Please take your hands down. Go for half lift. And then relaxing your wide forward fold. If the crown of the head touches, you can line up fingertips and big toes. You're more than welcome to come up into your tripod. You can always take your shins to your triceps and then hover there in that egg-like shape. If you're up, just stay with Ujjayi and stay up. Fingers, press them into the mat. All right, if you're in tripod, Shirshasana B, please straddle out the legs, kick through your heels, and then slowly find that soft, gentle landing. A half lift on the inhale. Heel toe your feet a little closer together, as I find that might help with the next transition. Plant the left palm on the ground underneath your shoulder. Now thread your right arm underneath the left. Make sure it's underneath, otherwise you're going to get stuck. Grab the pinky toe edge of your left foot and pop on the ball of your left foot. Face your right toes forward, bending the knee. Exhale, pushing into the left hand so you can thread your left leg through to the front. For this little twist here, you can take your left hand behind you, maybe turn open to the left, kicking through the heel. And carefully, without slamming your body part down, let the left leg lower. Turn your right knee out to the right. Take the sole of the right foot, inner left thigh. Do me a favor, please rock back onto your mat and take it over to your right. As mat companies, they've given us this real estate, but sometimes you just need more. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, going over for Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Janu means knee, Shirsha means head. Your knee does not have to touch your head, by the way. Keep lengthening, lifting, and folding over. Take another breath, kind of catching your breath here, deepening the breath into the lower rib cage. Maybe imagine you're breathing all the way down into your hips. Next, inhale, walking your hands back. Take your left hand behind your seat. Turn your right knee up to the sky. Pinky toe of the left foot down. Coming up into a rock star from the ground up. And then please pivot on the ball of your left foot for a right dog split facing the back of your mat. Exhale, step that right foot through between your hands. And then slide your left shin to the outside of your right foot and have a seat. Taking your right hand behind you, inhale, left arm up. Exhale, going for your twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Now I'll never skip an opportunity to take my seated twist onto hands. Coming onto your left shin, make that tricep shelf with both arms looking forward. Maybe just Parjabhakasana, your side crow. Perhaps you want to scissor out your legs for Kundanyasana 1. Try not to look down, look forward. And then bending both knees, taking that back into your seated twist variation, Ardha Matsyendrasana. On the inhale, take your time. Let's counter open to the left. Push into the hands, the feet, lift your seat. Turn to the front of the mat, full 360 in the left foot, Malasana, facing the original front of the mat. A lot of circular motions through the joints. Soften your face. Maybe a sigh. All right, a couple of variations. Please tent the left fingers in front of the left chin, right arm reaches up. If you want to, you can go for the bind. Peace fingers, wrist around the left shin and thigh. If you are not binding, in the next few moments, meet me in a tree pose at the back of your mat. Your right leg will be the standing leg. Just don't take your left foot anywhere on the right knee joint. If you are binding, pop on the ball of the left foot, the heel lifts. Heel toe your right foot underneath you. Look forward. Lift your seat. Inhale, coming up to stand into your bound half malasana. Superhero on the heart. Maybe straighten through that right arm a bit. Definitely lengthen through the spine as quickly as you can, as it's going to keep you up. Let's then all meet in Vrikshasana, tree pose. Left foot can be anywhere along the right thigh, calf, the ankle. Hands to the heart. Of course, you can reach your arms up, knit the ribs in, keep pushing down to the right foot. And if you really want to challenge yourself, close your eyes. Stay where you are. Very challenging leg balance. And then take your feet together, hands beside you, Samasthitihi, equal stance pose. Deep inhale, maybe a sigh. All right, step your feet as wide as the mat. Lower that down like an elevator into your Malasana round number 2. Tend your right fingers in front of the right shin. Left arm reaches up. So you can continue to draw your left knee to the outer blade of your left foot so you don't collapse it inward. You can go for the bind. A hand towel can be very handy there as well. If you're forgoing this, please meet me in the next couple breaths. Tree pose. Left foot will be your standing leg. Otherwise, with your bind, pop on the ball of your right foot, the heel lifts, heel toe that left foot underneath you. Looking forward, lift your seat a little bit. As you continue to look forward and up, draw that right leg with you, superhero on the heart, and maybe straighten through that left arm a bit. Steady gaze, smooth, steady breath. Go for one more breath. And then please, we'll all meet in that tree pose. Vrikshasana. Find the hands at the heart or reach them up overhead. You can try to draw that right knee back a bit. Maybe close the eyes. completely changes the experience of the leg balance, I find. So challenging. Woof. And then take your feet together. Try not to fidget or move. The feelings will go away, I promise. Deep inhale and a sigh. Take your feet together, maybe towards the back of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift. You can go for another forward fold or try crow pose, Bakasana. 2 places to place the knees, either in the armpits or on that bony plate above the elbows. Looking forward, don't look down. Then try to draw your feet off the ground. This is all fingertips, your core, open hips, and your gaze. Let it be forward, not back, especially not down. Then let's all meet in that forward fold, back of the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach back up, Urdhva Hastasana, press to the feet. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk it forward to plank. Once your shoulders are over the wrist, knees, chest, and chin, shave your rib cage. Coming through on the inhale, maybe enjoy a high cobra if you want. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward, plank. Exhale, forearms down, hips up and back, dolphin. Look at the thumbs, look at your feet. Use your hands, lengthen through the arms, downward facing dog. Putting that all together, inhale, come forward. Exhale, forearms down, hips up and back. Of course, you can draw that back to down dog. Or looking forward, legs, legs, legs. Elbows lift, come forward, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Maybe sigh. And go for a brief child's pose or sit up on your shins. Inviting relaxation back into the body. Often people say that yoga looks so easy. I don't think because it's easy. I think as we get better at relaxing into the shapes, there's this grace that comes with ease in movement, meaning relaxation in the strength. It doesn't look rigid or forced because we learn to apply that ease and strength, very different from force. All right, all fours on the inhale, please. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drawing your big toes to touch. Inhale, left dog, split. Exhale, cross-legged down dog. Step it down in front of the right foot. Bend your knees, take them over to the right, hips to the left, squat back, pushing the front of the mat forward. Inhale, pivot on the balls of the feet, face forward. Right leg floats up, back leg float. Exhale, step it down in front of the left, cross-legged down dog. Bend both knees, take them to the left, hips to the right. Push, 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 lengthen through the arms. Inhale, pivot on the balls of the feet and face forward. Your left leg floats, dog split. Exhale, left knee to nose, fully breathe it out, cat spine. Inhale, left dog split, send it all the way back, fully breathe in. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, swing it back. Exhale, left knee to nose. Place that knee between the hands, shin is a 45 to the right. And then please turn to your right and have a seat. I draw that left heel in a little closer. Face the right toes up. You can take your right forearm on the right thigh or on the inside of the right thigh, maybe on a block. Left arm reaches up. Pushing into the right forearm, roll the left shoulder back. Go for a big inhale, butt bones on the ground. Left arm can reach up overhead. Breath, breath, breath. Perhaps kick a little harder through your right heel. Next inhale, coming back up, take the left hand to your left. Circle your right arm overhead, come onto your left shin for your stargazer variation. Exhale, the right hand comes down, pop on the ball of the right foot, slide your left knee and shin underneath you. Pulse a little bit through the right leg, pushing through the heel, the calf, the hammies. Next inhale, float your right leg off the ground as high as the hips, roughly give or take. Right toes face the right, go for that hydrant kick to the right. Inhale, draw your right leg back. Exhale, come on your left forearm. Same thing, hydrant kick to the right. Inhale, draw the leg back. Straighten to the left arm, palm comes down. Now that full 180, right hydrant kick to the right. Take it all the way to the top edge of your mat. Frame the foot. Maybe slide a little bit forward. Go for your lengthening through the spine. Exhale, fold over. Go for 2 more breaths. I love a good pulse. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding over. Stay here if you have sensitive knees, or walk your hands back. Drop your left booty on the left heel, or maybe with the block underneath your right seat, or come to sit on the inner left heel. The foot is on the outside of the thigh. And then you can either keep your right leg long or step the foot on the inner left thigh. Hands can go anywhere you can grab. Lean back a bit, maybe straighten through your right leg, perhaps kicking through the heel. And just checking in that as you breathe deeply into this hammy lengthening quad stretch, try not to sink in the low back, right? Keep that lengthening through towards the top of your foot, right foot that is. Carefully lower your right leg back down. Bend the right knee as you walk your hands forward. Frame the foot. Tuck your left toes. Drive to the heel. The knee floats. A runner's lunge. Exhale. Step that left foot to the outside of your right foot. Maybe pinky toes touch. Cross-legged forward fold. 2 more pulses. Inhale. Half lift. Exhale. Fold over. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold over. I believe we did 3, so let's go for 3. One more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, cross legs. Exhale, folding over. Press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up, cross-legged, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up, press to the feet. Exhale, dive that down over your legs, forward fold. Half lift on the inhale. Hands underneath your shoulders. Turn all 10 toes to your left. Maybe you want blocks for that. Going for a little lift, lengthening. Perhaps fold over to your right. Keep pressing down to the big toe mounts of your feet. I know it's a lot. Stay with your breath. And then taking your time to go for a little lift. Turn to your left. Just keep going in the same spot to your left until you're facing the front of the mat again. And then please line up pinky toes if you can. Go for half lift. Left foot is in front of the right. Exhale, step that right foot way back. Runner's lunge. Tended fingers, fist blocks. Look forward. Inhale, drive through the right heel. Exhale, lengthening through the left leg. Draw the hip back. Head drops, maybe plenty. Or look forward and flex your left foot. Draw the toes towards you. Keep drawing that left hip back is a lot. Go for one more breath. Next inhale, rebend the left knee, parallel the left thigh to the ground as you come up into a high crescent lunge. Back leg, drive that right heel back. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, reaching forward, 45. Feel your back body engage. One long line of energy from your front fingertips to the right heel. From your feet and core on the inhale, triangle pose. Right heel pivots in, lengthen through your left leg, finding your feet. Again, your gaze can be down, maybe on the horizon or up. Here it can be tempting to drop into the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Press into your left big toe mount to negate that if you feel that is happening. Go for one more breath. using feet and core. Huge inhale. Exhale, Skandasana over your right leg, back of the mat. Take your time, hands to heart, kickstands. Just making sure your right knee doesn't collapse into the right big toe mount. Find your breath, soft face. And then on the inhale, drive through the right heel, look at your left foot, push off, boomerang twist over the left leg. Right hand comes down, all 10 toes turn to the left. Dip the hips. Huge hip opener. Go for one more breath. And next inhale, turn to your right, wide forward fold. Exhale, release. A half lift on the inhale to re-lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Pressing down into your feet, roll all the way up to stand. Interlace your hands behind you, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, pull your fist down, away from you. Exhale, find that beautiful flat back. Rock the weight in the front of the feet, pull the sit bones apart, and then find your wide forward fold. Relax your face. Maybe draw your palms to touch for a little bit more in your shoulders. You can release the hands, maybe hold onto the ankles or yogi toe lock, bending the elbows to the side. You can walk your hands away from your face, drawing your shoulders underneath the hips, and perhaps take that up into your Shirshasana C. I always thought this was a bit scary coming up, but your tripod is really wide, so it actually feels to me a lot more stable than tripod B. Breath, breath, breath. Ujjayi, Uddiyana Bandha, navel in and up. And if you're up, any variation, take your time to straddle out the legs. Flex through the feet and then lower it down nice and slowly. Find a half lift on the inhale. Take your time. You're still descending. Heel toe your feet closer together, just a smidge. Plant the right hand down on the ground underneath your shoulder. Thread the left arm underneath the right. Find the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Pop on the ball of the right foot. Face your left toes forward. Push into your right hand. As you thread your right leg through, have a seat facing the front of the mat. Your right hand, take it behind you. Go for that gentle, beautiful twist here. Maybe kicking through the right heel. Try not to swing your leg all the way over to the left so you can face it forward. Lower your right leg down in control. Let the left knee drop open to the left sole of the foot, inner right thigh. And again, see if you can scoot back a bit over to your left. So that we have space in a moment for our rock star. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over. And come back to your breath. Breathing in the low back. Go for one more. Use your inhale to walk your hands back. Right hand goes behind you to the right. Face your left knee up. Pinky toe edge, right foot down. Coming up into rock star from the ground up. Pivoting on the ball of your right foot for a left dog split facing the back of your mat. Exhale, step that left foot through between your hands. Slide your right shin to the outside of your left foot and please have a seat. You can take your left hand behind your seat. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, go for the twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Again, totally welcome to stay here, and maybe the hand or the palm. Or go for your twist on palms. Pop onto the right shin. Make that shelf with the triceps looking forward. Perhaps cross-legged side crow is enough for you. Maybe you want to scissor out the legs. Kundanyasana 1. And then whenever you are done playing, bending the knees, taking that back to your seated twist. Inhale, turn this around to the right, counter twist. Press into the hands, the feet, turn to your right, facing the front of the mat. Draw the right foot underneath you, Malasana. Hands to the heart. Go for a beat, a breath. And then please take your hands down, sit bones up, face your toes forward. Feet about as wide as the mat, bend the knees a lot so your belly's on the thighs, head drops. Walk your hands away from your face, fingertips facing towards you. Work your shoulders behind the knees, or at least on the inside. And then try to cup the back of your ankles with your hands. Your thumbs are on the inside, head drops. Try to lengthen through your legs as much as you can. Squeeze the inner thighs to the outer shoulders. And maybe you just want to pause here, bending the knees and straightening through. Or perhaps look down, plant the palms down, fingers towards the heels. Looking forward, bending the knees, placing your hamstrings on the triceps. Hands, hands, hands. Maybe come on tippy toes. Maybe cross one ankle over the other, and then kick your heels forward for Bhujapirasana, shoulder press pose. You can switch your ankles. Find your breath. And of course, maybe straighten through the legs for Titibhasana, your firefly. All right, coming out can be a little bit of a challenge. Take your time. Lengthening through the legs, let's go for Padastasana. Slide your hastas, your hands underneath your feet, your padas. Let the head drop, maybe dig your toes into the wrist to give them a bit of a break. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Take the hands from underneath your feet. Go for a half lift as you heel toe the feet underneath you. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk it forward to plank. And lower down through knees, chest and chin. Coming through low, maybe high cobra if you want. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, we're going to go through our little ritual here. Coming forward, inhale, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, coming forward to plank, inhale. Exhale, dolphin. Forearms down, hips up and back. Look at the thumbs. Look at your feet. Pushing down through the hands, downward facing dog. And then putting that together, inhale, come forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Whoops. I just totally added a regular vinyasa when I meant to do my dolphin. So if you're like, yeah, well, I'm not doing that again, then please stay where you are. Or we come forward to plank, to dolphin. And again, you can draw back to down dog. Or looking forward, let's slide forward to Chaturanga, Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Alrighty, go for a brief child's pose or sit up on your shins. Got one more mini standing wave. Let me adjust my music for a moment. Alrighty. All right, ready to roll. Let's please come onto hands and knees to downward facing dog. On the inhale, draw your big toes touch, float your right leg off the ground. Exhale, draw that right knee to the outer right tricep, shoulders over the wrist, and then lightly step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lengthen through the spine, look forward. Now please knit your ribs in, a lot in the core here. As you keep the hips where they are, slide your right leg back to a one-legged plank pose. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, right dog split. Exhale, step that right foot through between the hands to the inside of the right foot. Hand, Pop the left foot a little bit over to the left. The heel lowers 45 degrees in the foot. Come up, warrior one. Finding your feet. Press that outer blade of the left foot down. Allow space to open up in the lower back. Interlace your hands behind you. Pull your fist down and back. Inhale, lengthen through your right leg as you open up your heart to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the right knee, humble warrior, cascading down. Allow the head to drop. Check out your back foot. Let gravity help you out. Stay with your breath. Now keep your bind overhead. As you inhale, come halfway up. Place your belly to your right thigh. All the weight is in the right leg. Pop on the ball of the left foot. Inhale, toppling tree. Your left leg floats. Try to look down, belly to thigh, steady gaze, spread to the left toes. Take that fist overhead to help you balance here. Go for one more. Stepping that left foot next to the right. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to the heart, twist to your left. Again, find hands to heart. Breath, breath, breath. If you are open twisting, then please take your hands down to step back. Otherwise, look down, pop on the ball of the right foot. Step or slide your right foot way back for your twisted lunge. It's all about getting long. Drive through the right heel. Try not to compressing your chest. So lengthening through your spine, one long line of energy from that right heel out the crown of the head. And now without overthinking this, on the inhale, reverse warrior. Next, exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the left foot, pop on the ball of the right foot. Left dog split on the inhale. You can keep the left leg up. Left knee to left tricep or Vinyasa 2. Take your time, lengthening the heart forward. Find your breath. And then take your time to send that back to a left dog split. Bending the knee, open hip. Rock star to your right. Take a moment. And then in your rock star, look down, drop into your right booty cheek. Left knee is bent. Turn to your right, come to lie on your belly. Left knee remains bent. Hands underneath the shoulders. If you have sensitive knees, lower your left shin down or keep the left knee bent otherwise. Push the mat away, coming onto all fours. Walk your hands a little bit back so you can grab the pinky toe edge of your left foot. And then please come up to stand. Again, sensitive knees, lower that left shin down. Keep your knees about inner hips width apart. Maybe this is enough. Or make a bootstrap with your hands around the top of your left foot. Relax your shoulders. On the inhale, let gravity pull on your left foot. Turn the heart open to the ceiling for this camel pose variation. The heavier you let your left lower leg get, the more you're going to get into the back bend. Stay with your breath. Go for one. Go for two. On the inhale, come up. Release your foot. Either sit on the heels for Vajrasana or sit between the heels for your Virasana. And catch your breath. Smooth in and out through the nose. Next, inhale, all fours. Any vinyasa of your choice, maybe knees, chest, and chin. Maybe that is your dolphin variation. Maybe it's a regular vinyasa. And I'll meet you in down dog. Find your breath. I'm just gonna switch sides. You stay where you are. All right, let's get this final lap. Draw the big toes touch. Inhale, float your left leg off the ground. Exhale, draw that left knee to the outer left tricep and lightly step the foot to the outside of your left hand, lengthening through your spine, finding your lizard here. Please knit the ribs in. Hips stay roughly where they are. Inhale, one-legged plank, left leg shoots back. Exhale, left knee to tricep. Inhale, left dog split. Exhale, step that left foot through between the hands. Right foot goes a smidge to the right, heel lowers. Coming up to a warrior one on the inhale. Try to here to knit the ribs in, tailbone drop, strive for the outer blade of that back foot. Reaching your hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, fist draws back, lengthen through the left leg, and just open it up to the ceiling. Exhale, go for humble warrior. Take your time, keep lengthening through the spine, then the head drops. Ease in the face, ease in the breath, and especially working, relax a little bit more in the upper body. All right, stay with your breath. You're gonna need it. Keep your bind. Come halfway up, place your belly to the left thigh, popping on the ball of your right foot. Go for toppling tree, belly stays the thigh. Let the right leg float. You might need a hop or two, or perhaps you need to just take the foot down and let it float again. Breath, breath, breath. Now use that fist overhead. And then take that right foot down next to the left. Bending the knees, arms reach up, Utkatasana. Releasing the bind, of course. Exhale, hands to heart, twist to the right. Taking your time. We never want to force our way into the twist. Always find it. If the ankles and knees are level, that will mean your hips are most likely level as well. And we all get the same kind of twist. Looking down, keep your twist, pop on the ball of the left foot, and a step or slide your left foot way back for your twisted lunge. And as tempting as it can be to compress in the spine, keep lengthening through. You want to keep shining your heart forward. This way we also intelligently twist through the spine and not so much crank it. Breath, breath, breath. Ease in the right toes. On the inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel it down, frame the right foot. Pop on the ball of the left foot, inhale, right dog split. And now you can keep your right leg up. If you want to go for Vinyasa 2, looking forward, knee to tricep is totally fine as well. Let's try to stay with the lengthening in all directions. Take that back into a right dog split. Bend the knee, open hip. Rock star to the left. Take that beautiful heart opener. Looking down, lower down onto your left booty cheek. Right knee is bent. Turning over to your left, roll onto your belly. Right knee remains bent. Please lower the shin down if you have sensitive knees. Otherwise, keep that right knee bent. Coming on to all fours. Take your time, walk the hands back a little bit so you can reach back with your right hand, pinky toe edge of the right foot, coming up to stand. Take some space between the knees for the low back. Maybe this is enough, or make that bootstrap with your hands around the top of the right foot. Take a moment, softness into the shoulders. And then on the inhale, draw the shoulder blades in as you turn the heart open to the ceiling. Head can drop, and then let gravity just pull on the right foot. Go for 2 more breaths. Inhale, coming up. Sitting on the heels or between the heels, Virasana. If you enjoy Supta Virasana, you can come forward a little bit and perhaps stay as you are, or walk the hands back and come to lie on the forearms. Maybe walk the hands up towards the feet and roll onto your back. You can always reach the arms up overhead, grabbing opposite elbows. Again, if your knees don't like that, please come onto all fours. Go for your vinyasa of your choice. Any and all variation or variations that we just went through. And then we'll meet in our downward facing dog. And if you're in down dog, Let's lower onto hands and knees. Swivel your legs out to one side. Drop your booty behind you. Bring your legs in front. If you're still in Supta Virasana, you might want to come up. And then we can all find our seat. And lengthen the legs out in front of you. Not completely, so you can at least roll onto your back. Hands beside you. Just like we began 1,000,000 years ago. Pressing into the feet, the hips lift, neck is long. Walk your shoulder blades in, interlace your fingers. And then try to not fiercely brace in the glutes. Just press down through the feet, relaxing your glutes a bit. Also try to press down to the big toe mounts of your feet. Bonus points if you press down to the outer blades of the upper arms, forearms, and pinky fingers. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you want to take your hands by your ears and taking that into Urdhva Dhanurasana, your wheel pose. Sometimes I like to come on the balls of the feet to give my lower back some space. Of course, you can take the feet all the way down. Try to lengthen through the arms, pressing your chest between the gate of your arms. Go for another breath wherever you are. Taking your time to lower down. I recommend a windshield wiper to negate whatever back bend you just took. And then to fully counter maybe a happy baby. Grabbing the outer blades of the feet. Perhaps you want to go for, again, that upside down Paschimottanasana, or maybe all the way even into plow pose, shoulder stand. Just taking your time with that full opposite of the back bend. Eventually you can start to make your way into Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees wide. One hand to the heart, one hand into the belly. Or perhaps lengthen through your legs completely into Shavasana. Hands can be by your side, palms up or down. Down just means you want a bit of grounding. Staying with a sense of, I always personally find this fluid flow of energy through the body. And this is really what it's all about. As you moved through all of that to create space in the body, ease. So in this practice of conscious relaxation, lying down, we tap into not just one area or muscle group, part of the body, but literally every cell and fiber of your entire being, and we invite it to relax. And only after some physical relaxation has taken place can we let go of mental tensions. And as we're here long enough, those mental tensions can melt away. And only when mental tensions are kind of softened up a bit or even released can we start to let go of emotional tension. So we're not just lying on the ground and doing nothing. Yoga means to yoke, to unite mind, body, breath. So this shape of Shavasana is yoga. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Nirlambaya Tejase. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In a nutshell, I follow the light, the true teacher within and without, bringing me to reality, consciousness, and bliss. Om, peace, peace, peace. If you want to stay lying on your back, please stay lying on your back. If you feel ready to come up into a seat, and maybe come into Sukhasana, easy seat, eyes closed or soft gaze. Drawing the hands together at the heart, or if you're still lying on your belly, one hand to the heart, one hand to the still lying on your back. I apologize. You can take one hand to the heart or to the belly, or both. And I'd love for you to join me in the beautiful sound of Om, or just enjoy those sound vibrations. Take a deep inhale to sigh it out. And inhale to Om if you wish. Om. Thank you so much for your energy, breath, and practice. Let me know if any questions, feedback, how you enjoyed the practice. I really, really love hearing from you. I'm very grateful that you're here flowing with me. Thank you for thumbs up, for subscribing, as I plan on offering a whole lot more over the next coming weeks. Thank you so much.